Hey guys, what's up? That chandelier. One of the downsides by living in a condo is this freaking chandelier and how low it is. Yeah. That's a thing. Anyway, it's been a week since I last vlogged, and I apologize for that. But as you guys know, I've been keeping up a pretty good rate of videos. And as a result, it sometimes doesn't leave a lot of time for vlogging. And another good reason is I started on the Siege of Pal City, as I told you guys. And to give you your first look at the progress on it, it's not a whole lot yet. Still waiting on a lot of parts to come in. But this is just the very raw start of it. Just, you know, basic beginnings for the rest of it that will be covering the rest of this entire wood plank. So that is the start of the Siege of Pal City that will be done before Break Fair, Virginia in Chantilly of this year. So yeah, and the Utapau Troopers, or the 212th Attack Battalion as we all know them, are working on building the mock right now, and they're doing a pretty good job if I do say so myself. But yeah, so the Siege of Pal City has officially begun, and I am excited about that. And yeah, building is awesome and fun. So this Clone Wars logo, why is that there? Well, as you guys know, I updated my Captain Rex and Fives helmets, and yeah, I decided that I'm going to be actually probably doing a showcase on them, but you know, then also addressing that their torsos and legs and everything aren't really new. But regardless, the last episodes for Star Wars The Clone Wars came out today. The final 13 episodes, 4 story arcs, and you guys know that The Clone Wars is where I come from on YouTube, and in a lot of ways, The Clone Wars shaped me as a person in my teenage years. The Clone Wars is just, you know, such an unbelievable show to me, and the final episodes were fantastic. I thought that they were just really brilliantly well written. They were the animation quality was amazing, better than anything that the Clone Wars has really seen before, and that's why I'm so upset that that Season 6 was never completed, and how so many things, you know, were left unexplored. But I mean, the Clone Wars was still an amazing show, and like I said, it inspired me to, you know, to pursue something. It inspired my creativity to, you know, I was so inspired by the show, and I loved it so much when I was younger. I mean, guys, you don't know this. I mentioned in my review on this thing today, on the AV7 cannon that went up, by the way. I started watching the Clone Wars in an exercise room because we had just moved into a neighborhood, and I literally didn't have cable, so I had to watch the first 10 episodes in an exercise room, and those 10 weeks were some of the best weeks that I had when I was younger. And you know, just saying the last episodes of the Clone Wars is something that I didn't imagine myself saying at any point. And to think that today was the day that the Clone Wars, obviously you're seeing this on the 8th, and yesterday the Clone Wars episodes came out on Netflix, but it was just such an unbelievable show, and for that I have to thank the cast and crew for everything that they achieved with it. And I mean, that's just, I can't even begin to tell you how many memories I had coming from Star Wars The Clone Wars. The memories that were derived from this show that shaped me into who I am are absolutely unforgettable memories that will stick with me as long as I live. And as dramatic as that might sound, I totally mean it, because Star Wars The Clone Wars, while it might have had a rocky start, you know, for Season 3, or, you know, before Season 3, it was still an amazing show for me all the way through, and I never missed a single episode. And I've met some of the cast and crew before at Star Wars Weekends. Multiple times I've met James Arnold Taylor and Ashley Eckstein, and I met Matt Lancer once in 2011, but I mean, they're just, you know, they're great people, and they really developed together as a, you know, as one big development team, made an amazing show. And I can't believe that today, Toddy's barking, I can't believe that today was the day that Star Wars The Clone Wars ended. But I gotta say, the story arcs were amazing in a lot of ways. I absolutely loved the story arc with Yoda for the most part. I thought it was really brilliantly well done, and how it foreshadowed the Revenge of the Sith and the events that would happen, and how the Jedi in the long run we're helpless to stop it, and how it just, if there's anything these bonus episodes did right, sure, we didn't get closure on Captain Rex or Ahsoka or Asajj Ventress or Darth Maul or the entire Mandalore Civil War, so many other things. We can leave that aside for now, because these episodes, if there's one thing they did right, it was that they felt like Revenge of the Sith. More so than any other episodes in Star Wars The Clone Wars. These episodes felt so close to Revenge of the Sith. It was unbelievable. And I just thought they were great. I'm not going to spoil anything of them, but the arc with Order 66, and everything that happens with that and the 501st, it broke my heart in a lot of ways, but it was still an incredible story arc, and once again, I feel really inspired, just like I always was with the Clone Wars, to make new figures, because it was just, it was great for what it was. And I know a lot of you are unsatisfied because it wasn't like a conclusion to these characters that we've grown to love, and while I understand that, it's not Dave Filoni or the rest of the team's fault. Disney stepped in and said, hey, we want to do Star Wars Rebels, stop what you're doing. And they were gonna have conclusions to all these characters, but Disney had other plans, and it wasn't their fault, and I'm just glad that they released what they were already working on. And it might have taken them a year, but it was still well worth it, because these episodes were awesome. And goodbye Star Wars The Clone Wars. And it's a sad day, and honestly a historical day for Star Wars fans, and a historical day for me as a teenager, because the show that made me who I am, I wouldn't have the same fans that I have today. I wouldn't have the same awesome fans. I wouldn't have the same friends. I mean, I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for Star Wars The Clone Wars. So I just am never going to forget this show. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for my whole goodbye to Star Wars The Clone Wars. But switching gears back to what else I've been working on. I've been doing a lot, guys, in this past week that I have not vlogged. I mean, where to start? My room is officially messier because now I have all my stuff in here ready for the Siege of Pow City. And this is not even my room. This is just my area that I've dominated in the condo. But yeah, so if there's anything I've been working on, primarily, it's Falcon for Captain America the Winter Soldier, and I was just working on his torso earlier today. Still going to hold him a little bit further back from the camera, because I know the film is still a month off, and I'm trying to finish him, the Winter Soldier and Black Widow, and they will be done pretty soon. I'm really looking forward to showing them to you guys, because they're honestly, Falcon might just be some of my best work, and I think he's going to turn out really great, and I'm really looking forward to showing him to you guys, and along with the rest of the figures that I will be showing very soon. And yeah, so Disco, you want an update on Disco? Well, there is not an update, because Disco is still what he was. I've honestly kind of put him on hold just for now, so I can, really shift gears into these Winter Soldier figures and make sure they get done within a certain time period. And yeah, I also posted the first preview for my Amazing Spider-Man customs. This one was Electro in particular, and that went up about a few days ago. And if you want to check that out, link will be below on my Flickr. And a lot of things happened this past week, guys. I probably haven't addressed all of them, but I've been cranking out a lot of reviews. Deathstroke Showcase went up, if I didn't mention that last vlog, or if that happened after the last vlog. And just a lot of things, and I hope I'm not forgetting any of them. But for the most part, that's pretty much it for this whole vlog, and kind of like my goodbye to Star Wars The Clone Wars. I just can't believe I'm saying that. I really can't. But yeah. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully the next vlog will be sooner than a week from now. That's my sister in the background. Usually you guys don't see a lot of people in the background of my vlogs, which is actually totally unintentional. But anyway, guys, that's it. And I'm probably forgetting something that I really want to show you. But if there's anything I am, it's full of mistakes. You can watch my videos and you will see plenty of mistakes. So they will be addressed in the next vlog if I did forget anything. And that's the way it usually goes. Regardless, guys, that's it, and I will see you later. Okay, oh, by the way, I should probably mention, I'm sick, and I have a little bit of a cold, so I'm glad, though, that it's not terrible, thank God. Before I go, actually, I should mention this, I am sick, so that's another reason why my nose has been flaming these past few days. And yeah, one other thing, let me know in the comments, should I review the Marvel sets? Just let me know in the comments. I'd really like to know, because I'm debating on it, because I'm so enveloped in reviewing the Star Wars sets and also reviewing the last of the superheroes DC sets. I'm going to review the Penguin Face-Off soon. Let me know if you want me to review the Marvel sets, because I want to review them, but at the same time, I'm kind of prioritizing the Star Wars sets right now. So please, if you stuck around to the end, let me know in the comments if you want me to review the Marvel sets. And now that's it. And yeah, so I will see you guys on the no Clone Wars side. Alright guys, I'll see you later.
Bye!